Happy Wednesday, true believers. Mother Nature may have knocked out most of the on-field action on this day, but the news cycle in full tilt, including a couple of big coaching hires by way of Palmyra. We'll start with girls high school basketball, where Tim Sothers, who is currently the lead assistant to Brian Ray on the boys bench in the Flower City, has been tabbed to helm the Lady Panthers basketball program moving forward. And while Tim had prior head coaching stints at both Culver Stockton and Payson Seymour, those were largely rebuilds. And he knows the opportunity now in the Flower City, given the wealth of young talent returning, is something entirely different.
Most definitely. I mean, when you go into the locker room, you say things like state championship. No one looks around like, for real. Everybody's like, okay, that's what the expectation is. And that's exciting, to know that there's a high expectation there. I invite that. I want to be at that level. Some people, shy away from that, but I don't. I invite it full on and know that we have, some work to do to get to that point. And some people standing in our way, some good teams standing in our way. But I think Palmyra basketball is going to be in a situation where we'll be able to do some great things here in the future.
There's a built-in advantage for you because you've been a part of that community now for a while, and I know you know those girls.
Yes.
Does that help you in this? Is that bridge going in?
Tremendously. When I came to Payson, for example, even coming to Culver Stockton, even when I started my job at Midway, the process of getting to know the girls is a big process, and it's sometimes a lengthy process. Knowing the fact that I know these girls already, and I'm not going to say I intimately know them, but know them already is a great thing that I got a chance to watch them. I got a chance to encourage them along the way. They see me as a fan first and foremost before they see me as a coach, and I think that will help in the process for sure.
Palmyra Athletic Director Brian Wassman also confirmed to KHQA this morning that current Quincy High baseball coach Brandon Crisp has been hired by the board to direct the Panther program moving forward when Mark Lohman, who's been very successful and long tenured in the Flower City, steps away after this spring. For Chris, that means getting to save on the commute, as he's been a Palmyra resident for the better part of the last decade. Some college signing news now, as one of the Tri-State's most bankable wide receivers has found his football forever home. Fort Madison All-Stater Tate Johnson signed on the dotted line with Center College this afternoon in Pella, Iowa.
After a couple of visits, I just kind of realized a lot like Fort Madison program-wise. Great culture, just a great bunch of guys doing what they love all the time. And then it's a great school too. I'm going for business management, so I got a good business school. Yeah, just having the chance to play is awesome. I've always dreamed of it as a kid, so now I'm finally being able to do it.
What's the biggest thing that you need to improve to kind of make a splash up there as quick as you can and get into the rotation and get some reps?
Probably just getting separation from guys. Like, I know I'm fast enough to get past them, but just knowing different moves and getting past them, different routes. So, yeah.
You made a reputation with some phenomenal hands. Was that something that came natural? How much work went into that? Because it seemed like you caught everything in high school.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of just came natural. Like, I was a running back growing up and then just transitioned to a receiver as I came into high school.
And we did manage to get one sporting event in today before the raindrops starting to fall. It was truncated, but South Shelby wins the Palmyra Boys Golf Invite today with an impressive team score of 161. Canton's Trevor Biggerstaff was the medalist with a 37. With your look at local sports, I'm KHQA Sports Director Chris Dewar.